Good morning on what is a bright, sunny, but fairly chilly day. It is Friday, October the 15th. I'm back in the reading nook with a nice hot cup of tea and a small pile of parcels to unbox. So, already been in that one, that one. I'm going to go back to this one, which I've already opened. And if I show you, let's have a look who this is from. Okay, this comes from Portugal, from Games Omnivorous. And there's a nice little message on the front from Enjoy Andre, which thank you very much, because Andre didn't have to send this to me, but he did because he's a nice guy. Thank you, Andre. So I've already dug one thing out here, which is Eat the Rich, a scenario which is part of the Manifestus Omnivorous series of titles from the publisher. And there is one more thing in here, which is brilliantly, cleanly white, and that is Muth Breed. Basically saying, I'm hoping I'm pronouncing that. Mouth Breed, Mouth Brood. Sorry, it's with the, yeah, that looks a little odd. So that's by Amanda Lee Frank. Comes with this vibrantly sort of yellow, green-yellow rubber band, and that, I should explain, is essentially the binding, because essentially you can take this whole thing apart and lay out the bits and pieces as you want them, put it back together again. So there is binding, but it's loose, and everything's basically nicely produced on thick cardboard and heavy stock pages. So let's have a look. It's part of the Manifestus Omnivorous series, so that has its own manifesto, the rules of which are: all books are adventures. 2, the adventures must be system agnostic. 3, the adventures must take place on Earth. The adventures have only one location. 5, the adventures have only one monster. 6, the adventures must include sarcophagy or osteophagy. 7, the adventures must include a voracious eater. 8, the adventures must have less than 6,666 words. And 9, the adventures can only be in 2 colours. And the last rules is that the adventure cannot have good taste. So we have another science fiction setting, which where sort of Eat the Rich did sort of like science fiction horror in a post-apocalyptic future involving zombies and the rich in a sanctuary. We have explorers in a future operating out of a dome of some kind, so science fiction setting. Okay, what is this? And then a good recommendations for the book, which is read through the bestiary and try to memorize some of the creatures and how they behave, print out the spreads, underground, canopy and emergence, and set them up as a screen, and basically just a guide to how do you use this adventure, how you bring it to the table, which is useful. Then what is this? The biosphere has been buried in the glacier for millennia. You can't see anything through the glass, but leaves and mist and smears of algae. But something's moving in there, something clicking and humming and crying. Thousands of things, millions. Mouth Brood is a system-agnostic adventure in an ecological pressure cooker. A perfectly sealed terrarium swarming with life that's been courting itself to survive since the Paleozoic era. Specialised creatures in a cannibal world that feeds itself on its own blood. If you survive, you'll have to make a decision. Are you going to let them out? So we have kind of like a timed setting in, you know, you have it's exploration and up against the challenge of sort of like survival and making a decision of what's going on inside the dome. It's half embedded in the glacier, so it's kind of pertinent. It could be uncovered today, it could be now. And then it describes asks the question of sort of like the 4 characters: the expedition leader, the ecologist, the microbiologist, the biomathematician. Why are you here? And so we have little tags here which you can give to your characters, and I get the feeling this is sort of like in the kind of tone of Annihilation the novel series, the trilogy by Jeff Noon, I think. Is it Jeff Noon? Or Jeff Vandermeer? I can't remember which. I'm sorry about that. Okay, I got it right. But you know the series I mean, Annihilation, which has been turned into a movie and is available on Netflix with Natalie Portman. And as you're going through and you're exploring, you're basically exploring the canopy, and you've got random table of adventures there, and Emergent, as you cover on later. And then we've got the bestiary in the middle. Again, actually, this is really fantastic artwork. So essentially, you know, you have this creature, its appearance, what's it doing with a little table, and if observed, it's really great. Really nice and simple. And the GM has to provide the stats, but that's the point, because these books are systems agnostic. So we've got more creatures. Again, amazingly presented, really clean and tidy and easy to read. On the bright paper, they really sort of like leap out at you. I mean, as much as you want them to leap out at you. Okay, yeah, more and more weird creatures. I'm not entirely sure. Yeah, definitely. I mean, you know, the choice. Yeah, don't let them out. That's my advice. Don't let them out. So you've got pages and pages of creatures. Actually, huge kind of bestiary, including this like double-page spread of something terrible. Yeah. So as much as anything, what you've actually got here is a weird science fiction bestiary, as well as a scenario that you could take and just drop onto any world you want. I know the scenario says it has to be set on Earth. Once the gems, it's in the that's for the writer and the publisher, and you definitely can run it that way. Essentially, take this and use it in the system of your choice. I always prefer, I mean, you could do it with Savage Worlds or Traveller, or basically you want something that handles modern kind of situation, or Services Deluxe, which I've just looked at. Again, that would all work. You can the GM can easily go away and create characters and just hand them out for the 4 types of characters. So that's all the options there. But you could easily drop this onto a science fiction world as an alien discovery and explore it using Mothership. That would work too. But I have to say, it's beautifully produced and presented. The artwork is excellent. Impressed by that, and it's a lovely little artifact, as it were. You know, basically, it's nice product in itself. It feels good in the hand. It looks good on the page. It just really is striking, and I'm quite impressed by that. And of course, basically, what you've got on the inside, and you've got the last page, you've got sort of like a bigger map there. So if I just flip that back over, so I'll just show you that. There we go. You've got the full map of the basically the zones inside the biodome. So you don't know basically what exactly is inside the dome. It's going to show you, but the secrets of the dome and where it's from. That's going to be a bit of a mystery for the player characters to explore and discover, and realise that they don't want to let the contents out. So, yes. Anyway, thank you very much for watching another unboxing in the Nook. If you've enjoyed this, then please do click the like button down below. And if you've got any comments or feedback, I appreciate those as well. And lastly, if you want to be alerted to yet more unboxings in the Nook, where you'll see me back out here in the garden with a package and a book or game, which I will talk about to the best extent of my knowledge for about 10 minutes or so, all accompanied by a nice hot cup of tea. Then please do hit that subscribe button. Once again, thanks for watching another unboxing in the Nook, and I'll be back again soon with another video. Bye for now.